Joined by head coach Jeff Bowers from Virginia Wesleyan University women's soccer. They were picked number 3 in this year's women's soccer preseason poll for the ODAC. You know, coach, this is 22nd season you're going into, and we look at last year being very unique from what anybody's ever done before, but you guys got through it winning 5 games, getting to the semifinals. Talk a little bit about the process, about what it meant for you not only to be able to play, but for your team to actually have the opportunity to do that for their mental health as well.
Sure. No, I mean, obviously last year, as we all know, with COVID was a difficult year. And I think just having our players, giving them some semblance of a normal life out there at practice and playing games, I think was just a really special opportunity for them. And, you know, for us to get, I believe we ended up with 9 or 10 games for the year, which was, you know, really a lot more than most conferences had the opportunity to do was I think just a big opportunity for our kids to grow and develop. And you know, I think it was a great year overall for us. You know, we kind of looked at the year in multiple ways and really wanted to just give that opportunity for our kids to grow while focusing on winning. And I think, you know, overall it ended up being just a success from that standpoint.
What type of impact do you think playing in the spring has had on this fall coming in right now, given that it's a quick turnaround? I don't want to call it a short turnaround because maybe there's no negative to that because fitness levels may be able staying up, that sort of thing. Maybe sharpness is up a little bit, but what impact have you seen from your squad?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's twofold, to be honest with you. I mean, I think overall, certainly the quick turnaround is a positive and a negative on depending on each individual player. I think some players, you know, that's fantastic. It kept their fitness, and some players just that time to recover mentally and physically. I think twofold, and I'm sure we're not unique to each, you know, to any institution in terms of the players who are coming back. And so, you know, for us overall, certainly last year just gave our players that opportunity to train, get better, and just learn more about the league itself, you know, which I think is outstanding.
Let's talk about that squad you've got there. Obviously, you've been super competitive over your entire tenure, and you've got a good amount of players back this year that have some all-conference experience, at the very least, starting experience and playing experience from this past spring. Who do you expect to be your leaders when you step out there on the pitch?
Sure. Well, I think we've got a great group of seniors right now. We've got 4 seniors on our squad, which, you know, we've just got some real high expectations for them in terms of their ability to lead us, you know, both on and off the field. Right. I think that's certainly really, really big for us. And for us, you know, Sam Crawford, you know, a center back for us, who was the conference rookie of the year, I think just is really, really a big presence for us, just as a leader, as a captain, as a person. And so certainly that's a very impactful player for us. But I think we've got a bunch of players that, you know, we hope to step in and really be very talented for us this year.
No doubt about that. And just thinking about the spine of your team, there's one position that I was looking at, I'm like, who's going to be between the sticks for the Marlins this year? So what do you see from goalkeeping from your perspective?
Yeah, no, great competition. So we again, kind of with that philosophy that we took last year, we really tried to play, you know, all of our goalkeepers and give them opportunity to learn and to grow. You know, last year, Rachel Quigley, you know, I think she started, she in the end probably had just a little bit ahead of everyone else. And so I would say, you know, coming into this year, you know, as we kind of talked to our team, like it's just a clean slate. Like she had an outstanding year last year for sure. And I think our players know that each year you got to come in and compete. So, you know, I expect Ashley and Amruta to really step up and be very competitive. And Nicole Cousins for us is coming off an injury, and, you know, she's back training as well. And so I think it's a really solid group for us. You know, it's day 1, working on day 2 for us. So we're trying to figure it out ourselves too here. So great competition in that aspect for us.
Well, I hear you. The great competition continues when you look at the teams you've got to play in the ODAC as well. Just taking a look at at that from your perspective here. What do you see for the conference, and where do you think Virginia Wesleyan fits?
No, I think the conference is loaded, like really good. You know, when we talk about it, and just in terms of talking about it, even with potential recruits who are looking in our conference, and I mean, there's just so many good teams at this point, and I think each game is just a real battle, to be honest with you. And so, you know, we can name the list, right? I mean, obviously Bridgewater and WNL were in the finals last year in the spring, and Lynchburg and Roanoke, Randolph-Macon, Shenandoah. I mean, just, you know, I mean, that have, I'd say historically right now, you know, just been really, really talented in my opinion. And, you know, and I think we've got, you know, Eastern Mennonite and Guilford and Ferrum. And I think, you know, I think all three of those coaches just do an outstanding job. And so it's just, you know, honestly, I mean, the Guilford coach obviously is new this year, but you know, he's had success everywhere, and I think he'll bring that into the ODAC as well. So, just top to bottom, in my opinion, it's just one of the best leagues in the country, and so I think we're just really blessed to play in that and play week in and week out.
Well, we're looking forward to not only your squad getting out there, but to see all those teams get out there on the field this year. Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely, JJ. Thanks for taking time with us.